Good evening and welcome to a special homecoming edition of high school football here on the Warrenton Sports Network. I'm Keith Brown alongside Coach Mack, and tonight we've got a conference clash under the lights as the 4-2 Warrenton Warriors host the 1-5 St. Charles Pirates. Warrenton comes in hungry after last week's tough loss to Holt, but the path to the conference title is still open. Win out and the Warriors are right back in the hunt. With homecoming energy in the air and a fired-up crowd behind them, expect Warrenton to come out swinging tonight. Offensively, the Warriors, led by Coach Coper, have been rolling, averaging 25 points per game, while the Pirates, led by Coach McMullen, have struggled to find the end zone, putting up just 9 points a night. On the defensive side, Warrenton's allowed only 17 points per game, a full 2 touchdowns better than St. Charles, who's giving up 30. It's a matchup of grit versus momentum, and with conference standings and playoff implications looming, every snap counts. So grab your popcorn, settle in, and let's get ready for kickoff. It's the Warrenton and the Pirates right here on the Warrenton Sports Network.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to David Hunt Memorial Field, our beautiful Warrenton High School, for tonight's GAC North Football Contest, pitting the Pirates of St. Charles and our own Warrenton Warriors. Please rise and remove your caps and honor America as our award-winning marching warriors and our 8th grade band perform our national anthem. Put your hands together for the Warrior Fight Song!
So we're about 7 minutes away from opening kickoff. Kind of give you a tail of the tape here. The Pirates are coached by Dan McMullen. They come in with a record of 1-5, and in their last 5 games, they're 1-4. These teams have played 15 times in the past, and Warrenton leads that series 14-1, with the last win for St. Charles back in 2018 in a shootout. It was 50-40, the Pirates winning. The Warriors are coached by Jason Coper. They have a record of 4-2. In their last 5, their record is 3-2. Pirates average 9 points per game, and the Warriors average 25 points per game. Defensively, St. Charles averages giving up 30 points per game, while the Warriors only give up 17. Next Friday, the Pirates will travel to Winfield, and the Warriors will play at Orchard Farm. And if you missed the opening, the road to the conference championship is still open for the Warriors. If they went out in conference play, they can still capture a share of the GAC North title. Getting a quick commercial here. On the field, it's all about strategy, precision, and execution. Off the field, same rules apply. At Servant Heating and Air Conditioning, we bring our A game to every home and business with custom solutions, expert installs, and a reputation for getting it right the first time. We're your home field advantage for year-round comfort. Trusted across Warren County, we've got you covered. Home, business, or new construction. Servant Heating and Air Conditioning, where comfort wins every time. So St. Charles wins the opening toss, and they have deferred to receive the kickoff in the second half. Warrenton will start on offense here in the first half. It's been a wet evening so far here at David Huff Memorial Field. The rain's been coming down in a slow mist, and it's picked up a little bit right before kickoff, and now it looks like it might have stopped again. But the track or the turf might be a little bit wet out there tonight.
Yeah, it could be. Could be a little slick for the kids tonight. So it shouldn't have too much of an effect throwing the football. Be a little bit different. Of course, we've been in this drought for the last who knows how long, but it's been a while.
It has been a while. Homecoming night here at Warrenton High School. We'll have the homecoming court and the band at presentation at halftime. A little onside kick there.
Yeah, it looks like it touched a St. Charles player and went out of bounds.
So that's going to give the Warriors great field position.
You bet.
An aggressive play there to start the game.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, try to catch Warrenton off guard. I think St. Charles comes in. They have nothing to lose. In a game like tonight. So try to catch Warrenton napping a little bit, and got a good break for Warrenton.
I'll tell you what, they caught me napping a little bit. I was looking in the sky for the ball.
You bet.
All right, so 1st and 10 for the Warriors at the St. Charles High School 44-yard line. Looks like there's a different quarterback in there tonight. Looks like number 15, Isaiah Hernandez, the junior, is quarterbacking for the Warriors. And before we can get the snap, we got a whistle already.
Looks like St. Charles might have been lined up off sides that time, so good start for the Warriors.
All right, Isaiah Hernandez, the junior, in at quarterback. Isaiah is going to keep it, breaks the tackle over the left side, gets close to the first down.
Good job. He read that well. Did a nice job.
They did get enough for the first down. Looks like Jake Mincher into the ball game now. He's lined up in the backfield with freshman Shermone Crawford at the halfback. Snap back to Hernandez. He fakes the pitch, follows Mincher into the hole on the counter. Good blocking by Mincher. The offensive line just pushing the Pirates back, and then they finally make a stand and push Hernandez back. But
yeah, you're exactly right. And the offensive line doing a nice job right now. It's like Warrenton's trying to run a little Wildcat offense tonight, so start the ball game off.
All right, gain of 7 on the play. Makes it 2nd and 3. Two receivers split to the right of the formation, one to the left. Hernandez in shotgun formation. Forrest comes in motion. A handoff to Mincher, the fullback, up the middle. And he's hit after a gain of about 1 on the play.
Mark him just a little short. Looks like about a half a yard to go.
Tackled by Elijah Kilgore there for the Pirates.
Job left side of the lines are doing a nice job so far. Open up some good holes.
That's the team of Logan Nichols, the senior, and Ty Cook, the junior. And of course, Jack Morrison at center. 3rd and 1 here. Ball spotted just inside the 25-yard line. You got to make it to the 24 for the first down. Mincher goes in motion, gets set, snap back, hand off to Crawford. He spins out of a tackle on the backfield, but then he's driven back.
Yeah, that time Warrenton had the H-back in motion right there, and St. Charles did a nice job responding there.
That brings up 4th and 3 now. Lost 1 on the play. Crawford did a good job of spinning out of that first tackle on the backfield, but then there's 2 other Pirates right there. Tight end Drake Brandiff on the right side of the offensive line here. Hernandez still in shotgun. Hernandez is going to keep it right up the middle, and he's got enough for the first down and powers through a tackle. And then finally brought down inside the 15-yard line.
Good run by Isaiah that time. Good little trap play up the middle. Offensive line did another outstanding job that time.
Tackled by the Pirates, safety Dom Ingram, a senior. Warrenton's got a 1st and 10 just inside the 20-yard line. Mincher lined up in the fullback position on the left side of the formation this time. Hernandez fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, goes over the left side, following the block by Mincher. Turns the corner, and he scampers into the end zone.
Nicely done. Very good.
14-yard touchdown run there.
Yep, heck of a job. He tried to go inside, and he bounced out. Isaiah has enough speed, got around the corner for a good touchdown. Great run.
Good blocking by the left side of the line, and Jake Mincher always clearing the hole.
You bet.
All right, I see green shoes out there. That means Jake Kinney's on try the extra point. Looks like Scott Van Poel will do the holding. Long snapper is going to be Jack Morris. Snap back, Van Poel puts the ball down. Kinney's kick is up.
Good.
And through the uprights. So 10:42 left to go here. After 8:28 to go here in the first quarter. Warrenton takes an early lead, 7-0.
Yep, that's a good start by Warrenton right there. Nice little drive, 49-yard drive approximately. Down for a touchdown. Offensive line did an outstanding job that time.
So the Warriors score on their first possession. St. Charles will have their first chance coming up here. Jake Kinney will do the kickoff duties. His first game back after his knee injury. He was mostly pooch kicking it and squib kicking it. We'll see if he kicks deep today or not. When he kicks deep, he averages over 40 yards per kick. Yep, squib kick. Jake falls down on the kick. He looks like he gets up and he's all right. Pirates following the ball at the 34-yard line.
I guess it's a little slick for the kickers tonight.
Go to plant that foot.
That time. That's good. He hopped up pretty quick.
All right, the quarterback for the Pirates, they've got a freshman in there, Mikey Lewis. Started last week for the first time this season. We don't have any stats on him yet. Snap back to Lewis. He looks right, throws it over to Monte Bagby, and they're going to lose a lot on that play.
Yes, they are. Yep, that's a great job by Warrenton. They read that pretty quickly. Looks like Coach Jeske brought a lot of pressure that time.
Also 4 on the play, brings up 2nd and 14. So Bagby in the backfield with Lewis. He's played quarterback and he's played running back. He's got 279 yards rushing and 5 TDs. But they're going with the freshman at QB. Here comes the blitz from Warrenton. The handoff to Bagby, goes over the left side and gets back maybe to the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 14 now.
That time Warrenton brought all 3 of their linebackers that time. A nice little blitz call. I think that's going to be their game plan for this evening. Just bring everybody, bring the house.
Tackled there by the defensive end, Drake Brandriff, sophomore. Pirates have 2 guys on both sides of the formation. I'm sorry, 1 receiver on both sides of the formation. Shotgun. Receiver comes in motion. A handoff up the middle. The tackler or the looked like that was number 3, but I don't have a number 3 in my program. I don't know who that is. That's 7, I guess. That was Dom Ingram on the carry there. All right, so the Pirates get back to the original line of scrimmage, makes it 4th and 10. They're going to go into punt formation. Snap back, kicks off at the low one, hits a linebacker halfway through the field off of Warrenton. It's a loose ball. Yeah, fly ball is what I'm looking for. That was bizarre.
Yes, it was.
Man, it just hit a linebacker back there and hit him in the helmet and bounced up, and it was a free-for-all. Had him out to an onside kick.
Yes, it did, yeah.
Recovered there by the Warrentons, number 77. So once again, the Warriors in great field position. They start their drive right at midfield. They've started each possession so far this game in the plus side of the field.
Not a bad way to start.
All right, so Hernandez still in shotgun formation here. Running back Crawford's to his right side. Snap back, hands off to Crawford. Goes across the formation. Ball comes out after he's being tackled. And Drake Brandiff scrambled for that and recovered it.
Great heads-up play by Drake that time.
I wasn't sure there was any way that a Warrenton Warriors were going to come up with that ball.
No.
But a loss of 10 on the play makes it 2nd and 20.
Okay, St. Charles is going to load up the box again. They're going to put 6 men on there, almost a 6-2 defense, what they got showing.
And up to Jamarian Fulton. Fulton gets 15 yards on that play.
Good run.
Good-looking run.
Good run, broken arm tackle. Kept moving.
Yeah, that's Jamarian Fulton, the senior.
Yep, good acceleration of speed by Jamarian that time.
Brings up a 3rd and 5 now for the Warriors. A little more manageable here. Fulton still in at the tailback. Hernandez keeps it, follows Mincher into the hole, and he's got enough for Warriors first down.
Good job, good job. Nice trap play. I think he had a pull by both your center and your guard that time. Opened a nice hole, took out the defensive end. Great job by the offensive line that time.
So tackle there by the Pirates, Dom Ingram. He had, coming into tonight's game, he had 11 solo tackles and 13 assists. And he's had at least 4 or 5 here in the first quarter. Same formation for the Warriors. Hernandez hands it off to Fulton. He goes over the right side, pulls away from one tackler, and then takes 2 more to bring him down. Close for a first down. I think they're going to mark him just short.
Just shy, yeah.
Jamarian lost his lid, so he's got to come out for a play.
Looks like they're going to give it to him.
Oh, they did give it to him.
They did, yep. Couldn't tell if he's just a little bit short or not. So great explosive run. He's impressing me so far tonight, running the football.
He's really quick.
He is.
And you see it on the defensive side of the ball when he comes up and make the tackles, but you see it on the offense, it's a whole nother speed. Hernandez hands off to Brody Reel, who's in the backfield. He slips the tackle, cuts it back up the middle. He's getting close to the end zone, breaks another tackle, and he's into the end zone. A 28-yard touchdown run by Brody Reel. First time we've seen him in the backfield, and he does an outstanding job.
Heck of a good trap play that time.
Great blocking up front. He had a big hole, and then, like I said, he kind of swiveled his hips to break a couple tackles and slipped them.
He did. Yeah, good hard runner. we see him on the receiving side of the ball, quite often, but good run by Brody.
All right, Jake Kinney to try the point after. Snap was high, but Scott Vanpool does a tremendous job getting the snap down, and extra point attempt is good.
Good job. Good drive right there. Again, offensive line just doing a tremendous job so far for Warrenton.
3:26 left to go here in the first quarter. The Warriors lead on homecoming night 14-0. The Warriors came into tonight's game averaging 25 points per game, and they've already got 14 here in the first quarter, excuse me. A large homecoming crowd comes to their feet here for this next kickoff. Kinney kicks it a half pooch there. Ball hits about the 25, and it's going to trail out of bounds.
He was just a little bit more sure about that plant foot this time when he kicked the ball. So.
Good point. He did seem a little more sure.
Yeah, he did.
Probably why he kicked it a little further.
You betcha.
Wanted to make sure that foot was down in the ground.
He come to a dead stop and then pooch the ball.
All right, Pirates are going to start 1st and 10 on their second drive at the 35-yard line.
Okay, looks like Warrenton's sticking with the 3-4 defense, what they got lined up right now.
Lewis still in at quarterback. Linebackers for Warrenton creep up to the line of scrimmage. They hand off to the tailback. Cuts it back up, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he's really met that time.
Minshew in on the tackle. He leads the Warriors in tackles this season. Actually, is he second? Yeah, he's the leading tackler, yep.
Yeah, Jake's a good ball player. He's got a nose for the football, comes in that backer position.
All right, 2nd and 10 for the Pirates. Yeah, Minshew had 58 tackles coming into tonight's game, and he just added another one there. Outside linebackers creep up to the line of scrimmage this time. Lewis is going to keep it. He tries over the left side. Met in the backfield. I think that was Fulton on the tackle.
Yep. Good tackle. Good open field tackle that time.
Fulton came flying up from his outside linebacker position to close that gap down real quickly. Loss of 4 on the play. Nice tackle for loss there.
Yeah, read it well. Came up and made a great tackle. Well, we'll see if the quarterback for St. Charles wants to throw.
They're checking their wristbands for the play. They send out 3 receivers, all to the left side of the formation here. Snap back to Lewis. He's looking to pass. He's looking left, throws it deep, forces in coverage with them. Receiver falls down to the ground. Pass falls incomplete. Be 4th and 13 for the Pirates.
Good coverage that time by Warrenton.
Yeah, Diedrich Forrest with him stride for stride.
Yes, he was, yeah.
That was intended for Eli Kilgore for the Pirates. 4th and 13. See if they decide to go for it or going to punt here.
Looks like they're back in punt formation.
Snap back. Kilgore is a punter. Gets it off. Goes on the right side away from the returner. Ball goes out of bounds right about the 39-yard line. First time the Warriors will start on their side of the 50 tonight.
Yeah, that's great pressure. Warrenton almost got that ball. I think they're going to get one before this night's over with.
You're right. They were very, very close coming up the middle there. 1:49 left to go here in the first quarter. The ground attack has been good for the Warriors so far here in the first quarter.
Well, let's see if St. Charles makes any adjustments. They sure haven't been able to stop Warrenton's ground game just yet. No, it looks like they're still in a 6-2.
Looks like they have too many people out there.
Yep. Now you got to try it sometimes, you know. Nope, just a little substitution.
I see. Just got to try it sometime, he says.
Yeah, no, yeah.
All right, looks like Mincher in the backfield this time behind Hernandez. Mincher usually in the fullback position. Time he's in the halfback position. Snap back. Hernandez hands off to Mincher. He gets his first carry of the year. Brought down after about a yard gain.
That's good. Feed him the rock a little bit. You know, he does a lot of blocking for the running back. So
I agree 100%. Got to give those fullbacks the ball.
Got to feed the dog every once in a while, you know. So.
Yep. Landon Noah on the tackle there for the Pirates. They're more apt to block for you if you let them touch the ball every now and then.
You betcha.
All right, Fulton in the backfield behind Hernandez this time. Caleb Block split out wide to the right. Forrest wide to the left. Snap back. A little hand trouble with the snap on the shotgun. And Hernandez falls on it. Loss of 8 or 9 on the play. Brings up third and very long. Looked like Isaiah might have just taken his eyes off the ball.
I think he did, yeah.
Right before he started, like he wanted to run before he had the ball.
Yep, snap was good. It hit him right in the hand, so.
Fulton in a halfback again. Snap back. Hernandez fakes. Counters on the left side. Got a great block and a lot of momentum. Wow, what a tremendous pancake block there. Who was that? That was...
I think that may have been Caleb Block. Had a good block right there.
Marcus Green.
Marcus Green, okay, good.
Lead block, and holy cow, he laid some guy out. That brings up 4th and 1 now for the Warriors. I think they're going to let the time run out here in the first quarter. So after one quarter, your score here at Warrenton High School, the Warriors 14, the Pirates 0. We have a special presentation coming up.
Back there, we have a group from 2 organizations. We have Jonesburg Bank, who is volunteering tonight in the Big Red Booster concession stand, led by their leader, Mr. Kyle Smith, a 2005 graduate of Warrenton High School, and members of the Wise Foundation. We are honored tonight as Jonesburg Bank. Mr. Kyle Smith will donate a check for $4,500 to the Wise Foundation. This donation comes from everyone that uses the Warriors debit card. If you don't have one, make sure you sign up for one at Jonesburg Bank and join in this donation next year. Thank you to Jonesburg State Bank for your continued support of Warren County R3 School District and student athletes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How about a nice hand for Jonesburg State Bank and the Wise Foundation. The second quarter will begin with the Warriors starting 4th down and 1.
So 4th and 1 now for the Warriors to come. Fulton, Jamarian Fulton on the backfield with Hernandez. Snap back, Hernandez going to take it. Met in the backfield and driven back. They had a blitzing safety that time. That was number 7. He's been all over the field for the Pirates tonight. Dom Ingram, the senior.
Yeah. That's one of the few blitzes we've seen St. Charles, do tonight. And so they caught Warrenton that time with the blitz.
So turnover on downs now. St. Charles starts 1st and 10 at the Warriors' 45-yard line. before the snap can get off. Looks like they have a timeout from Warrenton. Looks like they're having some personnel problems.
Yeah, looks like a kid got out there a little bit late, so you're not going to take the timeouts with you, so you might as well use it instead of getting a penalty or giving up a big play.
All right, take a quick timeout for a commercial here. Need a roof that's built to last? Call the name Missouri Trust. Mike Brown Construction. With 25 years of experience, we deliver top-quality roofing backed by professional service and premium materials. From quick repairs to full installations, we treat every job like it's our own home. Why? Because we're not just contractors, we're your neighbors. And at Mike Brown Construction, your satisfaction is our success. So when it's time to raise the roof, raise your expectations. Call Mike Brown Construction, where quality meets integrity. All right, 1st and 10 again for the Pirates. Warriors get their personnel set. 11:55 left to go here in the first half. All right, Lewis pitches this time. That was a pitch to Dom Ingram, yep. Gain of 1 on the play.
Yeah, trying to check the number who made that tackle, but he did a very nice job. Came from deep to go make that play. Looks like Jamarian made another nice tackle that
Well,
time.
he really closes that gap quickly, doesn't he?
He does. Pretty sure tackler.
2nd down now for the Pirates. Low snap to Lewis. He's going to keep it, try it over the right side. Cuts it up and gets a good gain. He gets a Pirate first down.
Yep, and did a little double cross buck fake that time.
Well, they had problems with the snap.
Yep.
I don't know if that threw off the timing of the play itself.
I think it might have been supposed to been a cross buck, but young man kept his head and picked up a first down.
That's a good point. That's a lot of composure from a freshman quarterback playing in his 2nd varsity game. Gaining some valuable experience here. The Warriors creep up the linebackers and whistle blow right where the play got started, and we got a Warrenton lined up in the neutral zone, perhaps?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Yeah, offsides against Warrenton that time.
That'll make it 1st and 5. Pirates got a little something going here. Getting close to the red zone. Warriors blitz this time. Pitch to the halfback in. Ball's on the ground. The running back, Ingram, falls on it just in time. Loss of a couple on the play. Basically, 2nd and 10, so a loss of 5 on the play.
Yeah, it looked like they tried to do a little quick toss outside and just had problems with the exchange.
All right, 2nd and 10. Once again, Warriors are creeping up. Pass from Lewis. He looks to right, throws right.
Ball's in it.
Warriors defender breaks that up. That was Jordan Lopez, the free safety, breaking that one up.
Yeah, did a nice job coming up. Looks like Warrenton had a little 4-on-2 advantage right there. They had 4 defenders right around the ball. Nice job.
Third and 10 now for the Pirates. Step back to Lewis. He's passing, looks right, throws right, gets the ball out quickly, and that's picked off by the Warriors. Hayden Johnson with the interception.
Good job. Way to track the ball down.
That's Hayden's 2nd interception on the season. Got about 2 or 3 yards on the return.
Yeah, defensive backs are doing a nice job tonight. You know, St. Charles has tried to throw the ball, 3 or 4 times. And, it's been covered well, each and every time. That time Warrenton came up with the interception.
You're exactly right. They've been foot for foot with them on the coverage. So they're going to spot the ball at the 17. That's where the Warriors will start their next possession. All right, Brody Reel, who scored the last touchdown for the Warriors, is in the backfield at the halfback position. Hernandez still in shotgun formation at quarterback. Pirates sneak up everybody to the line of scrimmage. Hernandez rolls to the right. He's going to keep it, cuts it back up the middle. He sees a hole, slips the tackle. He could take it for more. He's at the 30, 35, thrown out of bounds at the 40. What a tremendous run.
You bet. Great run by Isaiah that time.
Tackled by the Pirates linebacker Mason McGee.
Yeah, he did a really nice job that time, just letting things develop, and found just a little open spot, and away he went.
Well, when he saw that whole daylight to the left, he just took off.
He did.
Good vision by Isaiah there. Looks like we have a little equipment problem. Referee stepped in to stop the game until the player can get his equipment on correctly. Fulton in the backfield behind Hernandez. 4 split out to the left. Caleb Block split out to the right. Jake Mincher in at the fullback position. Hernandez is going to hand off to Fulton, who cuts it up over the left side. Powers through 1 tackle and then brought down by 2 Pirates after a gain of about 7 on the play.
Good explosive run again.
Zeke Lopez on a tackle for the Pirates. All right, Brody Reel in at halfback now. Same formation for the Warriors. Linebackers are back for the Pirates this time, not so close to the line of scrimmage. Hand off to Reel, goes over the right tackle, cuts up, then breaks it outside. He sees a little daylight. He's at the 40, the 30, and he gets thrown down right about the 23, 22-yard line.
Man, he's running like a man possessed tonight, isn't he?
He's making a case for himself tonight.
Yes, he is.
I mean, you can see why he's a standout wide receiver now.
You bet. Great run. Great run.
He's got to be hard to cover if you're a cornerback or a D-back there.
Yep.
He's really got good moves.
Yeah, he does, yeah. That time, St. Charles put 9 men in the box that time, just trying to, stop Warrenton. Give hats off to that offensive line.
Fulton in at the tailback position this time. Pirates are sneaking in the outside linebacker on the right side. Isaiah slips that tackle by the outside linebacker, but he's brought down for a loss on the play. Loss of about 2 or 3. Tackle by linebacker Cameron Davis for the Pirates.
That was a good job by St. Charles that time. Read it pretty quickly.
Reel back into the tailback this time.
I got a big gap on the left side to run to. Somebody moved a little early, it looked like, maybe. Yep. A little legal procedure.
Referees using their cancer awareness flags tonight. They're pink. They really stand out on the field real well.
Yes, they do, yeah.
Easy to spot those. So a loss of 5 on the play there. A repeat second down. Ball spotted at the 30. Warriors got to make it to the 13, so they need 17 yards here. Empty backfield this time for Hernandez. Now Reel joins him in the backfield. Snap back to Hernandez. Fakes the handoff. And takes it over the right side. A little miscommunication on that play. I think Hernandez was looking for somebody to hand the ball off to.
Yeah, I think so. Looked like it was going to be a give to Reel that time, and just a little one went one way and one went the other.
Isaiah does a good job, though, of making something out of the play.
He did, yeah. He picked up a couple.
Yes, sir. All right, 3rd and about 15 now. All right, 3 receivers split out to the left side of the formation this time. Real in the backfield over Hernandez's left shoulder, shotgun formation. Snap back to Hernandez. He's going to keep it. Real comes up, makes a block. Nice block there by pulling Jack Morris. But the Pirates get in there and break it up.
Yeah, did a nice job. Warrenton that time split 3 receivers out, trying to get St. Charles' defense out of the box a little bit. St. Charles did a nice job responding to that.
That was Pirate defender Zeke Lopez on the tackle. All right, Warrenton's going to go for it on 4th and about 20 here. New quarterback in for the Warriors, Mason Sanders in at QB. Step back, Sanders looking to throw. Shotgun formation, Hernandez blocking. Sanders rolls to his right, throws to the right. Pirate defender there breaks it up. Pass intended for Real.
It's a good play by St. Charles defense that time. They had the receiver covered. Very nicely thrown ball, but just not good enough.
So St. Charles is going to take over on downs. 4:58 left to go here in the first half. They have a 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 29-yard line. Empty backfield for Lewis this time. And we get a flag and a whistle before the snap. A little false start there this time for the Pirates. Pirates back to the line of scrimmage quickly here. And another. Oh, never mind. Just going to restart the play clock. Empty backfield for the Pirates. Linebackers from Warrenton creep up to the line of scrimmage. Lewis rolls to his right, throws to his right. And
that's a good catch.
Completed a pass, yeah. Threw it on the one spot where he could have caught it.
Yeah, it was. Good throw, good catch.
That was Dom Ingram, who's having a whale of a game tonight for the Pirates.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
All over the place defensively. Nice catch there.
Good job going down and getting the ball. And well covered again by Warrenton. You know, like I said, it was the only place you could throw it.
It really was. So about a gain of 10 for the Pirates, maybe 11. Makes it 2nd and 4. Lewis tries a hard count, then he gets it, pitches to the tailback, cuts it up. That's Ingram again. He's got room over the right side, cuts it back to right. He's got a blocker in front of him. And Dom Ingram gets the Pirates on the board with a 71-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, it looks like at that time Warrenton just kind of over-pursued just a little bit to that side, you know, and just overran the play. And the Ingram kid made a nice cut, and away he went.
That's exactly what I saw too, Coach. All right, looks like the Pirates are going to go for 2 this time. They've trimmed the lead here down to 14-6. Problems with the play clock again. Snap back, low snap, handoff to the tailback. He cuts across to the right, and he's thrown down. Almost stayed on his feet and brought it in.
Yeah, he did.
It's a great effort.
I think that was Lopez on the tackle there.
Yes, sir.
Yep. Good effort by number 4. He just couldn't quite keep the balance.
So with 4:05 left to go here in the first half, Pirates are on the board. They trailed Warrenton by 8. Warriors scored on their first 2 possessions, and the Pirates scored on their 4th possession.
Well, it's a good response by St. Charles. Let's see what Warrenton does. I think Hernandez is going to run the ball quite a bit here this next series.
All right, Pirates get their personnel on the field.
They might do something a little tricky here.
Another onside kick. Good job by Caleb Locke. Just let it roll out of bounds.
You bet, absolutely.
No need to put your hands on that. That's a wise decision by Locke.
Nope, you can kind of tell here they had everybody kind of overloaded, even though you can't overload to one side these days. But they had that left-hand side of their line, really, really open to get another onside kick.
Once again, Warriors in plus side of the field. They'll start 1st and 10 at the Pirate 45. Each time they've started in the Pirate territory in the first half, they've resulted in a touchdown for the Warriors.
Okay, we've got 3 receivers. Looks like they got Sanders in there at quarterback again.
Sanders has got a cast on that left arm.
Yeah.
Hand off to Hernandez this time as a tailback.
Okay.
Gain of a couple on the play. Pirate tackle by Chris Terrell, the defensive end. Gain of 2 on the play. Yeah, Sanders has got a cast on that left arm coming up all the way up his wrist to his hand, but he's a right-handed quarterback.
Yeah.
So it's got to make that shotgun exchange a little difficult.
I would think so. He's going to use that as like a little mitt right there.
Sanders back to pass, rolls right, has plenty of time, throws it deep.
Wide open.
He does. He has a receiver open.
Touchdown.
44-yard touchdown pass to Caleb Locke.
Nice throw.
Sanders to Locke.
Good throw by the freshman. Really nice job.
Mason Sanders to Caleb Locke. So like I said, each time they start on plus side, it results in a touchdown.
Yes, it does. Yep. Sanders did a really nice job that time, got a little pressure, just rolled himself out, and then Locke was able to break free.
That's a 2-play drive, resulting in a 44-yard touchdown pass. Jacob Kinney to try the point after. Low snap. Van Poel's going to pick it up and try to scamper with it, but he's brought down. So that makes the score 20-6 with 3:10 left to go here in the first half. Good answer by the Warriors, Coach.
Yeah, well, absolutely. 2-play drive like that, so it kind of gives them a little confidence. Also, I think that'll boost your defense up quite a bit again.
Yeah, and I like the fact that they did it through the air this time so the Pirates can't, creep up to the line of scrimmage
Correct.
as much.
Yep. Yeah, Sanders has a lot of promise, just being a freshman.
Yeah, no kidding.
Just being a freshman.
He's pretty heady.
He is, and tall kid, so he's
very composed in the pocket.
He is.
All right, Jake Kinney is set to do the kickoff duties now. A little pooch kick from Kinney. Hits about the 20 and one hopper. Pirates pick it up, go over to the left side. And the runner is forced out of bounds right around the 33-yard line.
Yeah, I think Jake's getting a little bit more confident each and every time he approaches that ball. So that's a pretty good kick by him. Getting a little bit deeper and deeper each time.
That's a good point, Coach. He does look a little better. All right, Pirates look to answer here. Each team scoring on a two-play drive in the last two possessions. Lewis back to pass, throws it out in the flat to his. Oh, it's a
double pass. That's
double pass. That looked like it was a forward pass.
Yes, it did.
They completed to number one.
They did not call that. So that was
that's crazy.
Okay, so that was an illegal forward pass to begin with because he threw it in front on the double pass that time.
67-yard touchdown pass.
Or that's what it looked like to these old eyes.
That's what I saw too.
Maybe they're failing me just a little bit. I don't know, but
I mean, they threw it out in the flat.
Yeah,
and it was a forward pass.
Because
you
it
can't
looked
do
like,
two forward passes.
No, it looked like a swing pass to me out there.
So, Bagby hits Kilgore, who goes 67 yards for the touchdown. Pirates try the two-point conversion. St. Charles is going to call timeout.
We have some halftime entertainment. We're going to begin with the Warrenton High School Varsity Singing will be doing a performance at the beginning of halftime, followed by the Marching Warriors show, and then we'll have courtroom.
Yeah, I didn't see if the coaching staff for Warrenton was upset about that play or not.
Couldn't tell. I think I would be, if I saw it from the other side, That sure looked like that first pass was a forward pass to me.
That's what I saw too.
Yeah, I know the eye up in the press box. I'm sure he saw it up there, so he's letting them know. But you know what? Every once in a while, you get away with one. So
the coaches aren't always perfect, and the players aren't always perfect,
Yep.
and the referees sometimes are
Yep.
imperfect as well. All right, Pirates back on the field, trying to get the two-point conversion here. Warriors are creeping up to the line of scrimmage. Hands off. It's a reverse on the lateral.
Yep, not that
and
time.
Fulton's there to break it up
Yep.
again.
Good discipline that time by Jamarian.
So with 2:50 left to go here in the first half, Warriors lead St. Charles 20-12. They've had 3 scores in the last 3 possessions. It kind of slowed down offensively for a little bit there.
Yeah, it had, yeah.
We had 1, 2, 3, 4 possessions where nothing happened, and then next thing you know, it's a 2-play touchdown, 2-play touchdown, and a 1-play touchdown.
Yep, they're lining up.
See if the Pirates try the onside kick again. Their kicker is Jack Ginnenbacher, sophomore. He looks like he's taking more of a run at it this time. Maybe he's going to kick it away.
He may try to scooch this one in a little pocket there.
Or maybe kick it at one of the guys in the front line and
Yep.
get a deflection perhaps. Ginnenbacher does a little pooch kick. Received by the Warriors at the 25. Cuts it up the middle to the 35, 40. Oh, ball's out.
Looks like Warrenton's got it.
That was Antoine Pierce on the return, the sophomore. Got about 23, 24 yards on the return. Fight for the loose ball, and the referee points Warrenton has possession. 2:37 left to go here in the first half. Pirates will get the second half kickoff, so a good, important drive for Warrenton here.
Yeah, absolutely. You got plenty of time. You got 2.5 minutes left on the clock. I believe they got 2 timeouts left.
2 or 1?
Just 1? Okay.
It's either 2 or 1. I can't remember. Nope, they have 1. Yep, they just have 1.
Okay,
yep.
Just 1 timeout left. So still got plenty of time. Sanders is throwing the ball effectively.
Sanders in at quarterback here again. Hernandez has moved to tailback. 3 receivers to the right of the formation. Diedrich Forrest down here at the left side. Handoff to Hernandez. He's met right as he hit the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the St. Charles defense that time.
So that was Dom Ingram again. Ingram's their safety. He's just coming up there and blitzing.
Yeah. Okay, so we got twins. Look by Warrenton this time.
Sanders back to pass. Looks right, throws right. One hops it to the receiver. Intended for Locke again. Just got the last touchdown. That stops the clock. 2:06 left to go here in the first half.
Now you're kind of in a position where you don't have to get everything right now, but if you get yourself in a good fourth down, situation, get yourself 4th and 2, 4th and 3, that's doable.
I like that, Coach. Sanders at quarterback. Empty backfield right now. 3 receivers split out to the left, 1 to the right. Shotgun formation. Sanders back to pass. Blitz from the Pirates. Sanders rolls to his left, throws across his body. Intended for Fulton, but the low throw ends up incomplete. Makes it 4th and 11 now for us.
Yeah, that's a tough throw for a quarterback, right-handed quarterback especially, moving over to your left and trying to throw back across your body.
Yeah, I don't think people realize, you have to get your hips squared up to the line of scrimmage. That's
Correct.
So hard when your momentum's going side to side.
Yes, it is.
.202 to go here. 4th and 11, 12, probably 12 looks like. Warrenton breaks the huddle. Hernandez looks like he's going to punt here. He's standing further back than he normally does when he's in the QB position.
Yep.
He does punt it. Nice punt for Isaiah.
Yes, it is.
Ball's going to hit about the 35, takes a Pirate bounce and rolls out of bounds right close to the 40. All right, 1:52 left to go with the first half. Warrior defense is going to be tested here. They got to make a stop here and make a stop to start the second half.
Yep. You got to look for ball in the air right here.
Pirates have 2 timeouts left. 1:52 on the clock. Lewis goes empty backfield here. The Pirates do. Freshman Warrenton brings up 3 linebackers. And the Warriors are after him. Lewis rolls to his right, hits a receiver in the hands, but just a little too much heat on that one.
Yeah.
For Ingram to bring that one down.
Yep, good pressure by Warrenton that time. Forced him to throw the ball a little bit earlier than what he wanted to, I think. That time St. Charles had 2 receivers kind of in the same area right there. They weren't very far apart from one another.
Yeah, you're right there. All right, this time 2 running backs in the backfield next to Lewis. Warrenton creeps their linebackers up again. Low snap. Lewis pitches to the Ingram, and he is met as soon as he finds the ball and thrown backwards. That was Brandiff on the tackle. The defensive end really got back there and made good penetration.
Yeah, he did, yeah. Did an excellent job that time.
The sophomore defensive end's making a name for himself tonight. It's good plays. All right, Pirates 3rd and 17. 1 receiver each side of the actually 2 receivers to the top of the formation, 1 to the bottom. Running back in the backfield by Lewis. Warrenton's bringing the blitz from the outside this time. Lewis steps up, beats the initial rush, but he's going to lose and get sacked again on this play.
Looks like St. Charles calls a timeout. That is a great pressure by number 77. I'm not sure who that is. I don't think he's on the roster right here, but he did a nice job coming off the edge.
I'm thinking it might be 27, Skylar Johnson.
Okay.
Skylar Johnson. No, you're right. It is. No, it's so hard to tell when they tuck those shirts in.
It is,
But
yeah.
I think it is Skylar Johnson. I can see it now. He's got his back turned to me.
Okay, there we go.
It looks like 77, though you're right, but I think that 2 is just partially tucked in at the bottom.
All right.
So 4th and long for the Pirates. They call for their punt team. Looks like Warrenton called their last timeout.
I think Brandon's been pretty close the last couple of times getting the ball. I'd keep my eye on him this time.
He's got some long arms. Been getting penetration all night. Pirates get the punt off. Caught about the 39-yard line. That's Lopez. So the return gets to the 50 and tackled at about the 47-yard line of St. Charles. So kind of see here if that theory holds true. If we start in the opposing team's territory, we scored so far each time. Only got 45 seconds this time, though.
Looks like they got Sanders back in at quarterback.
He's been the passing threat so far for the Warriors tonight. Freshman QB.
That's what they could try to go deep here.
They got the big boys up in the line of scrimmage, though.
Yep.
7 offensive linemen and 4 split out to the right. They're going to hand off to Hernandez. He hits the hole over the right tackle, gained about 3 or 4 on the play. Just under 30 seconds here to go. I don't know. I think they might try to throw it deep to Forrest here, Coach.
Yep, could be.
Sell him on the run on the first down. Here we go. Sanders back to pass. He airs it out. Forrest is double covered and almost comes down with the ball.
Yeah, he did. Good throw. Good attempt. He's right there.
Good throw by Mason Sanders.
Yeah, it is. Yep. Young man's got an arm.
Brings up 3rd and 6. 9 seconds left to go on the clock. See if the Warriors try to air it out one more time here. Safety comes over to Forrest's side. He's split out to the wide right. Going to hand off to Mincher, the fullback. And he is thrown down with a horse collar tackle. And referee throws his flag. Coach, can a play end on a penalty like that? Or the half end on a penalty like that?
No, Warrenton should be able to get one more. Since against the defense, yeah, so Warrenton would get another shot even if time ran out on that.
Five seconds on the clock. After they spot the ball for the penalty. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 27.
Okay, Warrenton's going to use their last timeout here.
They still had one.
Yeah, St. Charles had, I believe it called the previous timeout, so Warrenton we got one timeout. Good use of your timeout right there, especially on that big penalty like that. Now you get yourself a little bit more manageable to try to get into the end zone. 5 seconds left on the clock.
100%. Possibly get more than one receiver in the formation.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd look for a little 3-by-1 set and maybe just another one-on-one, matchup, that they've had, from earlier.
I noticed on that last one they slid the safety over to Diedrich's side.
Yeah, they did. And kind of what that does is it leaves your tight end open as well, because there's nobody over the top to cover the tight end.
That's a great point. I like that too. Brandreth has been more of a threat lately. He is in tight end. You can slip that tight end down the middle there.
Yep.
So 4 split out to the left along with Brody Reel. Brandreth split out to the right just a little bit.
Yep.
Sanders back to pass. Forced out of the pocket. Rolls right. Throws it to the right to Brandreth. He's double covered. He comes back for the ball.
Yeah, boy.
Made a great effort to try to get it, but just couldn't bring it in.
Yeah, he did. Great effort by Drake that time.
And that's how. I'm going, Coach.
Go ahead. Yeah, he tried to make something happen on that. So
that's how your first half's going to end. Warrenton leads St. Charles 20-12. Be sure to stick around for the band's performance at halftime, and of course the court for homecoming will be coming out and be announced as well. So stick around. We have more than just football here tonight.
How about a nice hand for the Warrenton Mercy Cheerleaders? Good job. Now stick around for the Mercy Warrior halftime show.
See right across from you.
Tonight, the Warrenton Marching Warriors will be performing their 2025 show entitled The Road Home. This show was designed to remind us where we are, the dreams we have for post-high school life, and the inevitable tug we feel as adults to return to the place that shaped us. Tonight, the Warriors will feature music by John Denver, Billy Joel, Motley Crue, and the Warrenton Fight Song. The band is under the direction of Miss Tessa Friedman, Mr. Ethan Kaufman, with color guard coordinator Miss Ashley Burke. The Marching Warriors are led onto the field by drum majors Thomas Roman, Ryan Arndt, Cody Waymeyer, and Colin Smith. Drum majors, is the band ready? You may take the field, marching Warriors. Last weekend, the band had their first competition of the season, bringing home 5 trophies, including third place indoor color guard, second place indoor drumline, outstanding music, outstanding marching, outstanding drum majors, and the first place trophy for Class 4A field show. Next weekend, the band will travel to Southern Boone for the second competition of the year. How about another big round of applause for your award-winning Marching Warriors! If you'll direct your attention to down by the gate there, we'll start introducing your court for homecoming. They'll be marching down the track there in front of the stands. Your freshman court representatives are Kenley Seasongood, escorted by Adrian Cortez, and Michael Nunn, escorted by Tashan Milliner. Your sophomore court representatives are Taylor Duncan, escorted by George Snyder, and Eli Snyder, escorted by Charlie Snyder. Your junior court representatives are Nova Scheimer, escorted by Rachel Scheimer, and Callan Carter, escorted by Aiden Repking. Your senior homecoming queen nominees are Charlie Kersey, escorted by Emma Duncan, Layla Kitchen, escorted by Adam Kitchen, and Carmia Chavez, escorted by Brian Schultz. Your senior homecoming king nominees are Eli Pep, escorted by Max Tisson, Logan Nichols, escorted by Gavin Nichols, and Jack Morris, escorted by Marcus Green. #25, homecoming king, is Mr. Jack Morris. And your 2025 homecoming queen is Miss Carmia Chavez. Congratulations to all of our representatives and nominees. We're very proud of you, and we hope that you all have a great time tomorrow night at homecoming dance.
All right, we're about 2 minutes away from the second half kickoff. On the field, it's all about strategy, precision, and execution. Off the field, same rules apply. At Servant Heating and Air Conditioning, we bring our A-game to every home business with custom solutions, expert installs, and a reputation for getting it right the first time. We're your home field advantage for year-round comfort. Trusted across Warren County, we've got you covered. Home, business, or new construction. Servant Heating and Air Conditioning, where comfort wins every time. aren't just made on the playing field or court. At the Missouri Bank, we bring the same spirit to your finances. Since 1939, the Missouri Bank has been the hometown MVP, serving Warren County and beyond with cutting-edge banking and old-school integrity. Our mission, to deliver honest service, loyal support, and a rock-solid defense of your financial future. Whether you're chasing business goals or saving for your next big win, we're here to help you score. The Missouri Bank, rooted in community, ready for tomorrow. Before you hit the road to the big game, make sure you're driving something you love. Gastor Chevrolet has you covered. For over 28 years, the Gastor family has been serving Warren, Lincoln, Montgomery, and St. Charles County with honest deals and hometown service. We're not just another dealership, we're the Gastors, and the Gastors are here full-time, working directly with you on sales, service, and body shop needs. No gimmicks, no hidden fees, just fair prices, and a relaxed, friendly environment. From Truesdale to Wentzville, folks drive in for the Gastorf experience. Shop online, swing by for a test drive, and see why we're built for all seasons. Winter, spring, summer, and fall. Gastor Chevrolet, where relationships matter, and the customer always wins. Gastor Chevrolet is driven by family and can be trusted by yours. Whether you're scoring touchdowns or scoring the perfect home, Hunter's Sake Investments is your MVP. From new builds to cozy rentals, we've got winning properties across Warren and Montgomery County. Need commercial space? We've got retail, warehouse, and even the Jonesburg Party Center. Perfect for your next graduation party or post-game celebration. Squib kick by the Warriors coming out. St. Charles falls on it at the 31-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like Warrenton tried to attempt a squib kick that time, and St. Charles did a nice job recovering the ball. It'll be interesting to see what both coaches, did for halftime adjustments, coming out. It's a close ball game, 20-12. St. Charles is down by one score and a 2-point conversion.
All right, Becky Lewis still in at quarterback for the Pirates. Bagby goes in motion. Lewis hands off. Ingram gains about 2 or 3 on a play. Tackled by Billy Spicer. Actually, that was not Spicer. That was Justin Hogan.
Yep, good tackle by him that time. Looks like St. Charles had a little bit of a problem with a snap that time. I think that's thrown their timing off.
Second 9 for the Pirates. Shotgun formation. Lewis pitches back, and it's a reverse on the pitch back. Number 1 cuts it upfield and is tackled by Lopez after a gain of about 2 or 3. That was Kilgore on the reverse, the junior.
Kind of a different looking reverse that time.
It really was. Ran the sweep to the near side and reversed it back to the far side.
Yep.
Kind of a unique play.
Yeah, it was. Well, I think Warrenton did a really nice job of, taking the pitch man away to begin with, and that threw the timing off a little bit with that. But
good job by safety Jordan Lopez to be there and stop that.
Oh, absolutely. Did his job.
Linebackers coming up to the line now. Lewis hands off, and boy, he's met in the backfield.
Yes, he is. Well, it's a ton of Warriors back there that time.
That was a war party. Skylar Johnson back there for the Warriors. Makes it 4th and 11. Looks like the Pirates are going to bring out their punting team.
Good job by the defense that time. Get a 3 and out. It's a perfect time for a punt return for a touchdown. Let's see that.
Antoine Pierce back to return the punt, the sophomore. His second attempt this evening. Kilgore does the punting. Actually, that's Jordan Lopez back there to receive it. But the ball goes out of bounds right about the 40-yard line.
Not a bad punt. He was under a lot of pressure that time. Warrenton did a nice job of rushing the punter. Got some paws up in there, but just couldn't quite get it.
Let's see who the Warriors have in at quarterback. They've used two tonight, Adrian Hernandez, and they use Mason Sanders. Looks like it's going to be Hernandez.
Yes, sir. Yep.
And Warrenton's going to call a timeout.
Yeah, it might have been a little miscommunication with the play call, coming out. They had a lot of success early on with their misdirection, where Hernandez would fake the pitch and, they'd trap away from the pitch fake. So I would say maybe a little bit more of that coming out because they were gaining a lot of yards with that play.
Yeah, they really were. That was a good-looking play. They executed it well. All right, Warriors come out of the timeout. Hernandez in shotgun formation. Looks like Riedel in a tailback. Hernandez fakes the pitch, goes counter. Over the left tackle. Gain of about 3 or 4 in the play. You called it, Coach.
Yep. Like I said, it worked early for him, so come back to it.
Williams in on the tackle for the Pirates.
They got Real in the backfield again. Yep, so they see a little handoff to him.
Mincher in motion, slides to the right side, gets set. Handoff to Real. Goes straight up the middle. Ran really hard. Gain of about 4 or 5 on a play.
I see Hernandez jumping up and down. I mean, great gain, good play call. Hernandez, I think, thought maybe he should have pulled that because there was nobody to the outside. He was jumping up and down just like, man, if I'd have kept it. A lot of green pasture in front of me.
Terrell on the tackle for the Pirates there. Brings up 3rd and 2 for Warrenton. Same formation for Warrenton. Pirates creep up their safeties and linebackers to the line of scrimmage, expecting run. Hernandez is going to keep it, runs over the right side, runs hard, and he's going to be just short of the first down. He's got to get to the 50, and he's just short.
Just short of it, yeah. Good hard run that time. St. Charles did a nice job of shutting that down.
4th and 1 for the Warriors. Their first possession of the second half. They stopped the Pirates on their first possession. Same formation for the Warriors. Step back to Hernandez. He's going to keep it, follows Mincher into the hole, and he's got enough for the first down.
Nicely done. Good push up front by the big line that time.
Tackle by the Pirates, Caleb Lane. Ball spotted at the 47 inside the Pirates' territory. 7:06 left to go here in the third quarter. Four split out to the left, lock to the right. Snap back to Hernandez. He follows Real into the hole. Actually breaks it out to the left side. Nice pickup, about 6 or 7 on the first down.
Yeah, nice job use of his blocker that time. He got it right in behind him, put his hand on his back, and kind of let him through the daylight.
Yeah, it looked really good.
Yeah, Warrenton's doing a nice job right now. They're kind of methodical in their play calling right now, taking a lot of time off the clock. You see we're, down to 6:20, already here in this third quarter. So they're kind of milking that clock, try to keep that ball out of St. Charles' hands.
Landon Noah on the tackle for the Pirates. 2nd and 4 now for the Warriors. This time Hernandez gives it to Real, goes up the middle, falls forward for a couple on a play. Landon Noah on the tackle again. Brings up a 3rd and 3 for the Warriors.
Yep, you're easily in 4-down territory.
Same formation here for the Warriors. Same personnel. Snap back to Hernandez. He rolls to the left, follows Real into the hole. He's brought down from behind. Good pursuit from St. Charles there.
Yeah, that was a nice job by them.
Looked like that was Terrell Smith.
Think so, yeah. He did a nice job, coming back and getting him.
Loss of 1 or 2 on the play. 4th and 4 for the Warriors. Pirates are creeping their safeties up on this play. Almost even with the linebackers. Snap back to Hernandez. He rolls to the left. Cuts it up to the middle. He's got enough for the first down. Down at the 30. Got 25. Hard to bring down Isaiah Hernandez.
Good job running that time. Got in behind those big boys up front. Let them lead the way. Good job.
Zeke Lopez on a tackle for the Pirates. All right, ball marked at the 22. Warriors need to get to the 12 for the line to gain. Forward split out to the left, lock to the right. Brandish in the tight end. Handoff to Real, goes up the middle. Hit after a gain of about 2 or 3. Falls forward for another couple of yards. They're going to give him 3.
3 yards, yeah. Good 3-yard pickup.
You're right, Coach. The Warriors are being really methodical here.
Yeah.
Got the big boys up in the line.
For Hernandez to keep this one. So we get that little option.
He does. He pulls it like you said. Oh,
yep.
Got Jersey tackled in the backfield and wrestled his way back up to the line of scrimmage. DeMonte Bagby, the defensive back, made the tackle there.
That's not a bad keep by him. He had one man to beat. That time the kid just got him by the jersey and pulled him down.
Yeah, I thought he was going to get out of that.
Yep. I did too.
So 3rd and 8 for the Warriors here.
Okay, so they go to the right-hand side where their H-back's at.
Pirates really have their safeties up. Hernandez fakes right, goes left, spins out of a tackle, but then it's brought down, falls forward for maybe a yard or 2. St. Charles Pirate player down on the field. We'll take a quick timeout, come back with our 4th down play in a second. On game day, it's all about teamwork, trust, and heart. At Main Street Real Estate, we try that same spirit for every home journey. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, our hometown team is with you every step of the way. We believe real estate isn't just a transaction, it's a life-changing experience. That's why we stay in constant communication, deliver expert guidance, and work relentlessly to help you reach your goals. Main Street Real Estate, your home team from game day to closing day, proudly supporting Warrenton Athletics and our community. All right, looks like the Pirate player is getting lifted to his feet.
Yeah.
Probably just a cramp.
That's kind of what it looked like. They're trying to stretch him out there. So, yeah, he's fine.
That was Mason McGee, the linebacker, junior, running off on his own power now.
Yep.
He's trying to go back.
Yeah, he is.
You can't do that.
No, you got to come back and sit out a play, young man.
Like his heart, but can't do that still. All right, Warriors come out of the timeout. Hernandez in an empty backfield. McGee in at the H-back. Two receivers to the right. And Hernandez is going to follow Mincher into the hole, and he's got a lot of running room. Breaks a tackle.
He's
going to get all the way into the end zone.
Yes,
what a tremendous run and blocking downfield.
You bet, absolutely. Nice initial job by Jack Morris. He opened the hole up for him. He pulled from the center position, opened up the first immediate hole. And Isaiah took it the rest of the way. Nicely done. Good blocking up front again.
Warriors going to try for the 2-point conversion here. So the Warriors start the second half like they started the first half. A long drive capped off by a 18-yard touchdown run from Isaiah Hernandez. In the first half, he had a 14-yard touchdown run.
Yeah, they took about 7-8 minutes off the clock, with that drive.
2-point conversion. They try Hernandez, but there was a flag down on the play. I'm not sure they got set. They really got to the line of scrimmage quickly there, and not everybody got set. So it'll be a 5-yard penalty because the penalty occurred before the ball was snapped, or actually as the ball was being snapped. That'll make it go from the 8-yard line on this 2-point conversion. They bring in quarterback Mason Sanders, who has been the threat to throw the ball. Actually, they're going to bring in Jacob Kinney.
Yep.
Try for the point-after attempt. This is Jacob's first point-after attempt from coming back off the injury list. Oh, Rio's going to keep it. And blitzing Pirate tackler, number 21, Kenneth Minion Jr., makes the tackle in the backfield.
Yep, just something a little off, between the snap and the hold right there. And not a bad decision to try to kick one, give Jacob just a little opportunity to, short field goal, is what it amounts to.
So Warriors get on the board first here in the second half. 2:22 left to go in the third quarter. They lead by 2 touchdowns.
Well, we got a little break here. We're going to give props to the cheerleading coach over there for the Warrenton Warriors. That's my daughter over there, Natalie Philippek, so I figure I better give her a shout-out. She's stepped in and led the cheerleaders this season, so.
Long overdue.
You betcha.
Good recognition for her. Good job for her stepping in and helping out when help is needed.
You bet. You bet. It's a good thing she takes after her mom, so that's
All right, Jacob Kinney on to kick off here. Plants that foot and does a little squib kick up the right side. Ball bounces. Picked up at the 25, and the runner's going to be brought down by Scott Vanpool right at the 40-yard line. It's Elijah Kilgore on the return for the Pirates.
Good little return by St. Charles that time.
All right, so both the Pirates' touchdowns have come on big plays. So if you're the defensive coordinator, what are you telling your teams here?
I'm going to bring pressure. I'm just going to keep after it. Just what they did the first series. Keep after them, keep going. They looks like they're running more of a 3-4 look. But, you know, they're
You're right.
sitting, you know, 8 guys there in the box, man-on-man coverage.
All right, receiver comes in motion across formation. Fumble on the snap. Lewis picks it up, and he's met in the backfield. Jamarian Fulton blitzing from his outside linebacker position.
Yep, good job that time. Nicely done.
Loss of 4 on the play.
Yep. St. Charles this second half has had a lot of trouble with their snaps that are coming back, so a lot of low snaps.
This is true.
Big thing you got to tell your defense is not to over pursue, especially when you're blitzing like that. So that kind of got them on the one long touchdown run.
All right, Lewis in shotgun formation. 2 receivers top of the formation, 1 at the bottom. Warriors creep up to the line of scrimmage. Lewis throws it out in the right. That's the same pass they did the double pass on. Receiver breaks 1 tackle, but he's going to lose a couple more yards on the play.
Great pursuit by Warrenton that time. Yeah, almost looked like they might have been set up for another double pass, but Warrenton sniffed that one out.
Receiver on that play was number 7. That's Ingram. He had the 71-yard touchdown earlier tonight. 3rd and about 18 here for the Pirates. Under a minute left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Lewis back to pass. He's flushed out, throws it out in the flat, and defended nicely by a Warrior defender, knocks the ball down.
Great job of coverage, and what a great pass rush. Drake Brander, if I was watching him in this right defensive end position, he did a little inside swim move that time and broke himself free and put a lot of good pursuit on the quarterback.
That was a senior outside linebacker, Jay Sanders, who had knocked that down. All right, Pirates going to go punt again. 2 possessions here in the second half. And looks like they're both going to result in a 4-0. The Pirate punter's going to try to run it. Cuts it up the middle. It was a bad snap, so hard to tell if that was a design play or he just ad-libbed.
I think he probably ad-libbed on that. He got a little panicky back there with a low snap, and he still had plenty of time, to be able to go ahead and kick the ball. But fortunately for the Warriors, he tried to take off with it and got a good stop. So,
and that gives Warrenton excellent field position here on their second possession of the second half.
You bet. Now's a good time just to make your statement right here.
Keep on doing what you've been doing.
You bet.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Ball spotted at the 39. 25 seconds left to go here in the 3rd. Same personnel that was in on the first drive here in the second drive are on the field again. Hernandez at quarterback, Reel at tailback, Mincher at fullback. Handoff to Reel, goes over the left side, cuts it up, and he's got a lot of rib up. Ball comes out. And it looks like maybe a Pirate fell on it. There's a scrum for the ball. Reel had the first down. Yeah,
St. Charles got it, yeah.
Looks like a Pirate came out with it.
Yeah, he had a full head of steam on there, made a great run. Just didn't hold on to the ball there at the very end.
Did it seem like he had the ball in his right hand there as he
looked,
run to the left side?
Looked to be, yeah. Looked that way.
All right, 17 seconds left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Pirates get a new life. They're going to spot the ball about the 27-yard line, it looks like. Pirates send 2 receivers to the top of the formation. Running back in the backfield next to Lewis, the quarterback. Warrenton sneaks everybody up except for Lopez, the safety. Lewis back to pass. He's not going to have much time. They throw a center screen. Receiver cuts it back up the middle. Tackled and brought down from behind, but not before he gets a first down. Mincher on the tackle.
Good pursuit by Jake that time. That's a good play call. They had everybody coming that time, just a little middle screen. And caught Warrenton out of position that time.
And that was Dom Ingram on the reception and gained about 15 on the play. Looks like the Pirates are going to let the quarter run out. After 3 quarters here at Warrenton High School, Pirates trail the Warrenton Warriors 12-26. On the field, it's all about strategy, precision, and execution. Off the field, same rules apply. At Servant Heating and Air Conditioning, we bring our A game to every home and business with custom solutions, expert installs, and a reputation for getting it right the first time. We're your home field advantage for year-round comfort. Trusted across Warren County, we've got you covered. Home, business, or new construction. Servant Heating and Air Conditioning, where comfort wins every time. Need a roof that's built to last? Call the name Missouri Trust, Mike Brown Construction. With 25 years of experience, we deliver top-quality roofing backed by professional service and premium materials. From quick repairs to full installations, we treat every job like it's our own home. Why? Because we're not just contractors, we're your neighbors. And at Mike Brown Construction, your satisfaction is our success. So when it's time to raise the roof, raise your expectations, call Mike Brown Construction, where quality meets integrity. All right, Pirates are going to start 1st and 10. Ball spotted at the 39-yard line. Start the actually, this is their second. That's right. This is the second. They had to pass in the first down. All right. Looks like Lewis is in shotgun formation. Receiver Bagby comes across the formation. Yeah, he cut up early there.
Yeah, he did.
Receiver got a little carried away and went too soon on the receiver that was in motion there. Referees got him for illegal procedure. 5-yard penalty will repeat first down. Same play from the Pirates. Boy, he almost cut it up.
Yeah, he did, yeah. I was watching him again that time.
Ingram on the carry. Met in the backfield by Jake Mincher. And is that Ohms? That was Will Ohms.
Yep, nice play by Big Will that time.
Loss on the play. Make about 2nd and 17. All right. Pass out in the flat.
It's live.
That's a lateral.
Live.
Yeah,
yes,
that
it is.
Ingram. They blew the whistle.
They blew the whistle. Evidently, they called that incomplete.
Well, we have a hard time seeing what the line of scrimmage is and the forward pass and what's a backwards pass.
Yep.
Is it us or is it them? I don't know.
I don't think it could be us. I mean, honestly, I'm just saying.
We can only call what we see, right, Coach?
Correct.
If we're both seeing the same thing.
Correct.
All right, 3rd and long now for the Pirates. Low snap again to Lewis. Blitz from the outside. Mason Sanders really drove into the ground.
Ooh, what a great sack.
You know, that was a sack that the quarterback should see. I'm sorry, it was Jay Sanders on the sack. The quarterback should see it because it's coming from his right side, but he was looking to the left for the receiver.
Looking to the left, well, it would look like what they're trying to do is set up a little tunnel screen right here to this outside receiver. So I think he was trying to look everybody off that direction and then come back to this little tunnel screen here back on the right-hand side because I saw that receiver coming in like that. But what a great sack. Good hit. That was a good football hit there.
Crisp, clean hit.
It is. That gets your blood pumping right there.
That's Jay's 2nd sack on the season. Pirates punt, a low punt. Bounces about the 48. Pirates are there to cover it. Takes a bounce. They're going to down it at the 49-yard line.
Yep. Good response by the Warrenton defense again that time. Did a nice job.
All right, so the Warrenton's going to start on plus side of the field again. We're going to start at the Pirate 49.
I'm going to keep Hernandez in there at quarterback here. Just run the ball, take some time off the clock.
Hand off to Real again. He goes over the left side. Breaks the tackle. He's got more than enough for a first down. What a great run.
You betcha.
About a 25-yard pickup by Brody Real.
That was a great job that time. Great lead block by Mencher that time, to get him going. And you know what? That's a great call by the coaching staff, too. Give the ball back to the young man. He just fumbled it, on the possession before then. Get his confidence built back up.
Well, really good downfield blocking. I saw Mencher. He just didn't hit one guy. He hit one guy,
Yep.
and then he went and got the next guy.
Absolutely. Receivers did an outstanding job, taking the corners and getting them blocked. So just a very well-executed play by Warrenton that time.
All right. Ball spotted at the 28 now. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Force out to the left. Lock to the right. Snap back to Hernandez. He gives it to Real again over the right tackle this time. Breaks the tackle, spins, falls forward up to about the 21. Tackle by the Pirates. Keegan Rubling, the junior, on the tackle.
Yeah, he did a nice job shutting that down. Still pick up 2 yards, Get yourself, 3 or 4 on this next carry. Look for Hernandez to keep the ball.
All right, Hernandez in the shotgun. Real behind him. Pirates are creeping up. Handoff to Real, runs right up the middle. Gets about a 1 or 2, and then he's driven backwards. As DeRay Coleman on the tackle for the Pirates.
Yep, picked up a couple. You're still in 4-down territory. You're deep in here, so all you need is 3 more yards on this next carry and 3 on the next one. So let's see if we can get a first down here.
Hernandez gets a snap, rolls to the right, and tries to hit the hole of the tackle, but a nice play there by Dom Ingram.
Yeah, he did a really nice job that time squeezing everything down. Okay, looks like we got a injured Pirate out there, I believe. No, he's hopping up.
Slow to get up.
Yeah.
Pirates are going to bring some substitutes in there. All right, 4th and 5 now. They bring some fresh defensive linemen in, the Pirates do, for this 4th down try by the Warriors. Ball spotted at the 20. They got to make it inside, so it's about 4th and 6, really. Hernandez still a quarterback. And fakes right, goes left, follows Mencher into the hole. He's got room to run.
Yep.
He's got a first down and falls forward.
It's a good play. Went right back to that play that had a lot of success early on in the ball game.
That play has really been the money play all night long.
It has been.
That was Kilgore on the tackle. Saved the touchdown for the Pirates. Ball spotted at the 5 now. 1st and goal for the Warriors. Fulton in the backfield now. He's been quick to the hole all night. Hernandez follows Fulton into the hole. Looks like he got face masked in the backfield, but then he got driven back. There's the flags. Yeah, the first tackle was they grabbed his face mask.
Yeah,
kind of hard to go forward when that happens.
It is. Yes, it is. It took me just a little while to find the hanky to throw.
Real comes in for Fulton. He'll take over at halfback. They're going to mark it half the distance to the goal. Spot the ball just inside the 3-yard line now. 1st and goal. Hernandez is going to keep it, roll over the left side, and splits the tackle, and he's in there for a touchdown.
Good job.
Nice drive by the Warriors again.
You bet. You bet. Good blocking on the left-hand side that time, so the boys did their job. Those are those situations you love as an offensive lineman, you know, when you got a few yards just to go get. Run it behind me.
All right, Jacob Kinney on to try the point after attempt. See if we can get the snap down this time. Van Poel gets it down. Kinney gets it kicked up. And the point after attempt is good.
It's good, yep. He's been solid. That's good. Good to see that.
Good to see his confidence building.
It is.
All right, 21-point lead for the Warriors with under 8 minutes left to go here in the ball game. Warriors have scored on 2 of their 3 possessions. They were driving on the second possession, but fumbled the ball. Warriors have really had control of the second half here.
They have. I'd be interested to see what the time of possession is, you know, on this. They've held it, I know, at least in that first quarter. That one drive went for about 7 minutes, 7.5-minute drive. So
I feel like a broken record here, but I'm always impressed with the changes they make at halftime.
You bet.
They do a good job.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
All right, Jacob Kinney up to do the kicking duties. Lopez back to receive the kickoff for the Pirates. See if Kinney kicks it deep or not. He does a squib kick. Ball's falling out at the 40-yard line. That's where the Pirates will start 1st and 10.
Well, I think if you're Warrenton now, you just got to be ready for the pass, you know. So you got yourself a nice little 21-point lead built up. So they got to score in a hurry, you know. Time's ticking.
Keep them in front of you, right? Nobody behind you.
Absolutely.
All right, Lewis in shotgun formation, 2 running backs in the backfield with him. Bagby goes in motion. Hand off to the tailback. Gain of about 5 on the play. That's Dom Ingram on the carry.
Yeah, Ingram's quietly had a pretty decent evening tonight.
He sure has. He's probably their leading tackler, and he's got the 71-yard touchdown run. And
right.
Had a couple receptions as well. Pirates going to wait a second. I'm going to reset the play clock. 2nd and 5 here. Kilgore split wide out for the Pirates to the near side. Lewis, the quarterback, in shotgun formation. He's back to pass, looks to Kilgore, throws a high pass. Kilgore comes back, picks it up, and breaks 2 tackles, spins, and he's going to take it to the house for the Pirates.
Oh, wow.
A 60-yard touchdown pass from Lewis to Kilgore.
Ball hung up in there quite a long time, but Kilgore did a nice job of high pointing it.
So once again, the Pirates, big play. That's how they score. They haven't put together any drives.
No, they have not. Not all night long. It's been the big plays for them.
Just athletic, big plays. All right, Pirates are going for 2 points, it looks like. Ingram in the backfield with Lewis. Motion from Bagby for the Pirates. Slow snap, hands off to Ingram. He takes it right up the middle and gets a 2-pointer.
Okay, not out of this one yet.
No, they nailed it to 13 points now, 33-20.
Yep, good response by, St. Charles that time.
That's the danger of a quick threat like that is you can get back into the game real quickly.
Yes, you can, yep.
So 6.5 minutes left to go here in the ball game. Warrenton needs to go back to the ground attack and run this clock out.
Absolutely. You're absolutely correct right there. Put together another 6-minute drive, take all that time off the clock and just go home with a victory.
Homecoming crowd coming alive, trying to get the Big Red fired up here. Be on the watch here for the onside kick.
Yeah, that's exactly what you're going to see again, because they're going to need the ball back quickly for St. Charles.
Jennenbacher does a good job of kicking the onside kick. It just seems like almost going to the near side, they run out of bounds.
Yes.
Run out of room to get it. There it is again. Does a good job kicking it. Hits a Warrenton player and bounces out of bounds. I almost think that would be better if they ran it to the far side where they have more room to get it.
Yeah, but and I'm not sure, it's my ignorance, I guess, in the onside kick rules now in high school football where they have to declare, I believe, where that ball is going to go to.
Really?
Now, I may be totally wrong on that, but they were getting to that point right before I was out of coaching that, you had to declare it.
All right, Warriors have the ball spotted 1st and 10 at the 45. Well, I've learned something new there.
Like I said, I may be totally wrong on that, and it won't be the first time today or the last time before I go to bed tonight. So.
Forrest in motion. Hands off the reel, but the little miscommunication on who was going to keep it and who's going to hold that one. And Hernandez falls on the ball wisely. All right, loss of 1 on the play. 2nd and 11 now actually 2nd and 12. Loss of 2 on the play. Fulton comes in at tailback. Real split out to the left alongside Forrest. Snap back to Hernandez. He hands to Fulton, who goes up the middle. Lots of running room. Fulton hits the accelerator. He might be gone. He's being chased by 2 Pirates, and they're not going to catch him tonight. 55-yard touchdown run.
What a great acceleration by Jamarian that time. Had a nice hole to run through, and, boy, he busted through that line so quick. Gosh dang. That's fun to watch him run the football.
It seemed like, that was almost like everybody knew that was going to happen.
Yep.
The offensive line, the coaches, the players.
Absolutely.
They knew that was going to happen. That was a crazy play. So Warrenton responds with a quick play of their own, a 55-yard touchdown run by Jamarian Fulton. Jacob Kinney to do the point after attempt. Good snap, good hold.
He's good.
And that's 2 for 2 here in the second half. Looking good.
Good response by Warrenton that time. That take 2 plays.
Yes.
Didn't take a lot of time off the clock, but you know what? You got the touchdown. That was a great run that time.
That gives you a little more margin of victory there.
It does.
19-point lead.
I think we might see a little bit more of Mr. Fulton in the backfield. Good threat to have. That's impressive.
How about the next gear he got once he got past the linebackers?
Yeah, absolutely.
He got past that second level, and it's like he hit another gear, and those Pirate safeties were chasing him, and we've seen them be quick all day, and they couldn't catch him.
No, they could not. No. He runs the ball hard.
The outside linebacker is making a name for himself as a tailback tonight. Brody Wheel's done a good job running the ball tonight as well.
Yes, he has.
The wide receiver made running back tonight.
Yep. Done a really good job.
Kinney does a squib kick to the right side. Pirates fall on it right at the 40-yard line again.
So we got a squib kick on one side and an onside kick on the other side.
Always some theatrics at the kicking game. It's never a dull moment. So the Pirates are going to need one of those quick hitters here if they want to get back into this game with just 5.5 minutes left to go. Ball spotted at the 40. See if they go back to the air attack here and look for Kilgore. Play action pass. Lewis is under pressure. Well, by the time you try to hand it off, the Warriors are back. I'll fake the handoff. The Warriors are there.
Yes, they were. Yeah, sometimes it seems like he's just a little unsure of himself in that play action that time. So, good job by Warrenton.
Loss of one on the play. All right, Bagby split out to the right. Two receivers split out to the left. Kilgore comes out to the right now. So it's empty backfield now for the Pirates. Lewis in the shotgun formation. Warriors sneak up their linebackers. Snap back. And flag is down. Looks like one of the Pirates flinched.
Yeah.
The threat of the Warriors blitzing made them a little uneasy at the line of scrimmage. All right. Pirates are going to have to hurry to the line of scrimmage. Clock is running, but they're not. Looks like they're going to change the play. They have been running the same play after penalties, but this time they're changing the play, so they must have saw something in the defense here. All right, Lewis on the shotgun. Warriors once again creeping up. They drop back, a couple of them rush. They throw the inside screen again, middle screen. And the receiver cuts it back up, and he's going to get a first down and tackled right at the Warrior 40-yard line.
Yeah, we've seen that play a couple times tonight. You know, the one was successful. Mm-hmm. You know, the other time they were attempted to get that play done. So here they come back to that. It's a good play.
That was DeMonte Bagby on the reception. He's a really good runner after the catch, too.
Yes, he is, yeah.
All right, Pirates have a 1st and 10 at the 40. 4 minutes left to go here in the ball game. Bagby in motion across the formation to the left side. Lewis hands off to Ingram. Ingram falls forward for a gain of a couple on the play.
Yeah, he hit the hole pretty hard that time.
Hoping to get the Warriors over pursuing. I think Will Ohms was there on the tackle again. .330. All right, Pirates come to the line of scrimmage. Got a little problem with our scoreboard. We're going to get that fixed for you right here. 3:30 left to go in the ball game. There we are. Lewis back to pass. Gets it off. Looks left. Got a receiver past the defender. And there's going to be a flag that comes out there.
Yeah, it looked like he might have just grabbed his arm a little bit there on the coverage there.
That happened close to about the 5-yard line. But the beauty of high school football, is that a 15-yard penalty?
15-yard penalty, yes,
That's what I thought.
Yep, not a spot foul.
But the receiver had gotten by the defender.
Did, yeah. So yep.
We're going to spot the ball at the 27.
Sometimes you take the penalty versus giving up a touchdown.
Yes, sir. Three minutes left to go here at Warrenton. Snap back to Lewis. He looks for Bagby over the right side. A little underthrown and broken up there by Lopez.
Nice job of coming back to the ball. Good work.
he's playing the free safety there and did exactly what he's supposed to do. Don't
You
let
bet.
anybody get behind you and then come up and knock that ball down.
You bet. Sit there and play center field. Excellent job.
He's had a good game.
He has tonight.
All right, Pirates up to the line of scrimmage now. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the far right. Lewis looks to the far right, throws a high ball.
Wow.
Kilgore comes back and gets it. I think it's Kilgore.
Yeah. Get picked up 5 yards on the ball, on the play.
Boy, he threw that as high as a punt.
Yeah, he did. Had some good hang time on there.
Oh, there's a flag down for an illegal
Okay.
shift.
Yeah, you almost had to fair catch that ball that was thrown there.
All right, second and about 14, maybe 15 for the Pirates. Warriors are staying back on defense this time. Lewis looks to the left, and it's going to be picked off by Jordan Lopez.
Nice job.
Really
Nice
read
job.
that well. Just kind of waited for the quarterback to throw it and just stepped up and got it.
Yes, he did. Excellent play by Jordan that time. That's a nice thing about being a free safety. You just kind of got to sit back and you can just see everything back there.
Yes, sir.
So you got the best seat in the house. When I used to coach a safety, so just like
It's
nothing
a
like
defensive version of a quarterback, right?
It is, absolutely it is.
So that's Jordan's second interception of the season. A timely one there. Takes the ball out of the Pirates, and the Warrenton can run the clock out here. .244 left to go. Spot the ball at the 12-yard line. It's like there was an unsportsmanlike penalty after the interception called against the Warriors.
A little extra celebrating on the interception or whatever.
Yeah, I didn't see anything too
I didn't either.
belligerent or
You know,
anything.
no, I didn't either.
All right, Hernandez in at quarterback. He and the tailback have a little miscommunication who is going to get it, but finally gives it to the tailback. Tailback gains a couple on the play. Couldn't tell who's running that one.
Couldn't either.
That was Mincher. So Mincher gets a 1-yard gain, and the Pirates are going to call a timeout. Looking ahead to next week, the Pirates are going to play Winfield, and the Warriors are going to travel to Orchard Farm.
Be a good matchup next week for Warrenton. You know, it's going to come down, if they win that, they got to give themselves an opportunity at a conference championship, So that'll be a big game for them. Always a tough place to play. Of course, now they got the new facility, which I've never been there.
I haven't either. I
So
was just wondering the same thing.
I think I drove by it one time, but haven't actually physically seen it. A little bit different looking than in the middle of the cornfield where it used to be.
Yes, sir. You're almost in Illinois.
Yes, you are.
Back where it used to be.
Absolutely.
All right, 2nd and 9 now for Warrenton. Penalty before the ball was snapped on that play.
Yeah, I don't think Warrenton got set that time.
All right, Warrenton to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 15 now. Expect to see the ground game here. Hand off to Fulton. He slips a tackle in the backfield and runs over another tackler. Brought down on a gain after a couple. Tackle by Fields for the Pirates. Pirates take another timeout. All right, out of the timeout, Warriors face third and about 13. 2:32 left to go in the ball game. Hernandez in shotgun formation. He's going to hand off to Fulton. It goes over the right side. Oh, he had just one tackler to beat, and he would have gone off to the races. They drag him down after a short gain, and the Pirates take their last timeout.
Tell you what, sometimes the last 2.5 minutes are the longest of the ball game.
A lot of people at home will wonder why somebody's calling timeouts, but it's hard to get game reps when you have these small students where you don't have a big student body. And
you're absolutely right. Yep.
So these are valuable reps for the kids.
It is.
St. Charles has got a freshman at quarterback, and trying to develop the younger kids and work against other kids.
Absolutely.
So it's all about player development.
Yep. Totally agree with it.
The end of this game is really not in doubt anymore, but you still have time to get better and work on your game.
Absolutely. Yep. That's a very good coaching point right there.
Fourth down now for the Warriors. Be interesting to see if Hernandez punts again. He's had one punt so far. So the Pirate defense held here. Warrenton deep in their own territory. They're going to punt, it looks like. Maybe not. Fulton's lined up behind Hernandez. Last time Hernandez punted, there was nobody lined up behind him. So
right. So they may try to do a little something here.
Pirates defense is scrambling around here, moving players around. Warrenton's trying to draw him off sides. Hernandez is going to roll to his left. He's going to throw it deep. He's got a receiver open.
Yes,
He's got Drake Brandiff. Brandiff really carrying Pirate defenders. He's not down, but they're going to blow the whistle down. He's right close to the 50-yard line.
Nice little throw by Hernandez that time.
That was a 35-yard completion.
Yes,
from
it
Hernandez
was.
to Brandiff.
I don't think St. Charles expected that to happen.
What an arm from the halfback.
Yeah, it was. It was good. Now you know you got a little halfback pass, in your future right
that's
there.
Right.
So.
Yep. Gutsy call from the coaching staff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Players made it happen. They executed it. They got a 1st and 10. Pirates have no more timeouts, and the Warrenton Warriors can run out the clock here. Play clock still at 17. Warrenton's going to take their time, milk the clock. Everybody's looking at the clock. Nothing the Pirates can do to stop it now. Hand off. Nope. Hernandez is going to keep it. Goes over the left side. Driven back by Chris Terrell, defensive end for the Pirates. Looks like there's an injured Pirate down on a play as well.
Yeah, he was in on the tackle. I couldn't see what happened. Something got twisted up there. Going to look at the leg. Looks like a cramp. Yep, just a cramp. That's good.
That is good. Do a quick commercial break. On game day, it's all about teamwork, trust, and heart. At Main Street Real Estate, we bring that same spirit to every home journey. Whether you're buying, selling, or just exploring your options, our hometown team is with you every step of the way. We believe real estate isn't just a transaction, it's a life-changing experience. That's why we stay in constant communication, deliver expert guidance, and work relentlessly to help you reach your goals. Main Street Real Estate, your home team from game day to closing day, proudly supporting Warrenton Athletics and our community. All right, Pirate player is up on his feet, walking off.
Just a reminder that our next home game will be 2 weeks from tonight, and that will be senior night on the 24th. Senior night on the 24th. Put your room up top.
All right, 1:30 on the clock. Clock should be ticking, but shouldn't stop for an injured player.
No.
Warrenton players are looking at the clock wondering why it's not running.
Nah, they got it going, so.
The players knew what was going on. I like to see that. They understood the clock should be running. Play clock down to 11 now. Warrenton's going to get up over the ball. Now the referee blows the ball. Whistle, excuse me. And they're going to put time back on the play clock.
Okay.
And we'll stand around. We'll stand around a little more.
Yep. All Warrenton going to do is they're in victory formation. So.
All right. Hernandez under center this time.
Yep.
Takes his victory knee position. We'll do that one more time, and that should be the ball game.
Yes, sir.
So looking ahead, Warrenton travels to Orchard Farm next week, and then next week after that, it's going to be senior night here at David Huff Memorial Field. We'll take on the Fort Zumwalt South Bulldogs. And that should be the ball game there.
Yes, sir.
So your final score here, Warrenton prevails with a wonderful second-half performance. They win 40-20 over the St. Charles Pirates. We'll be back with the Fast Lane postgame show in just 1 second. The final whistle's blown, but your journey's just getting started. At Fastlane, we're all about keeping you moving. Whether it's a quick bite, a fresh brewed coffee, or top-tier fuel, Fastlane delivers fast, friendly service every time. With clean stores, everyday essentials, and smiles to match, we're your reliable stop across the region. So wherever the road takes you, after the game or any day, refuel your day at Fastlane. Welcome in, folks, to the Fastlane postgame show. Your front row seat to all the action, analysis, and highlights from tonight's matchup. Powered by Fastlane, where convenience meets speed. We're breaking down every big play, standout performance, and game-changing moment. Whether you're tuning in from the bleachers or catching us on the go, we've got everything you need to relive the drama, celebrate the stars, and look ahead to what's next. So buckle up, because the Fastlane postgame show starts now. Once again, the final score was your Warrenton Warriors 40, St. Charles Pirates 20. Coach, our third star for today is going to go to?
Elijah Kilgore for St. Charles. He had an outstanding game tonight. scored a couple touchdowns, for them, was on the receiving end of the big reception, and made some plays defensively, as well. I think he's on the defensive side of the ball, so good shout out to him on a great game tonight.
He had a fantastic game for the Pirates. Very athletic man. Number 2 star we're going to give to the freshman quarterback, Mason Sanders, who came in the second quarter after the Pirates really started to stop the Warriors' run game. Mason came in and hit a big touchdown pass from to Caleb Block, a 44-yard touchdown pass. Showed a lot of composure for a freshman.
He did. He got a bright future ahead of him. He throws a good ball, big, tall kid, so he's got a lot of great things going for him in the future.
And then our number 1 star is going to go to Isaiah Hernandez, who came in tonight as the quarterback. He had 3 touchdowns. He had a 14-yard touchdown run, an 18-yard touchdown run, and a 2-yard touchdown run. So Isaiah had himself a big night and showed a lot of composure for the first-time player at the QB position.
Yeah, and he's, good advantage for him is, being able to, being a running back, and being in that position, he's got great vision to begin with. And, he just really showed a lot of discipline tonight. Who knew he could throw the football, as well, just a nice job, rolling out to his left and throwing a good ball. So hats off to that young man on a fantastic game tonight.
Absolutely. Well, that's a wrap on tonight's Fast Lane postgame show. Thanks for running the field with us through every block, tackle, and TD. From clutch plays to unforgettable moments, we've covered it all, and the road ahead looks just as thrilling. Next up, the Big Red will play Friday, October 17th at Orchard Farm with the GAC North Conference Championship on the line. The next broadcast on the Warrenton Sports Network will be tomorrow, or actually Monday, October 13th, when the soccer team returns to the pitch to take on the Wright City Wildcats. Until then, this is Keith Brown alongside Coach Mack reminding you to stay fast, stay sharp, and we'll see you in the Fast Lane.